No Avengers. 'Tis a glorious day indeed when Sony gives us such fun things to talk about. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And we're gonna get into it. And we're gonna be very calm. We're gonna be very measured. And we're gonna, we're gonna talk about it. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show, Tuesday show. I'm already here in the tower, and wow, Sony gonna Sony. I didn't even know that CinemaCon was like doing presentations last night. Like real talk, like I didn't even know that was a thing that was going on, and it kind of was rolling out as Nerd Theory was going on, right? So I was kind of like looking at Twitter a little bit as it was all happening. Don't worry, we're gonna go through all of it today. I genuinely think it's gonna be like a really, really fun stream for us today, because we'll talk about the good. It's not all terrible, you know what I mean? It's not all terrible. I think that the animated side of things is pretty cool. It looks pretty bright, the future of that. But there's a lot of question marks, a lot of confusion. On top of that, there were sort of leaks that came out recently about Sony's future plan, right? And I was already going to like do a video kind of clowning on their future plan and like talking about that. Now, I think we'll sort of combine those. You know what I mean? So we'll start out by just talking about what did they present? What are they officially revealing and discussing? And then we'll talk about some of the leaks or whatever, and we'll have a ball. You know what I mean? We'll have a ball talking about it. I do want to say a couple of things, just sort of housekeeping stuff. We are doing a watch party for Moon Knight Episode 5. I'm super excited for it. I got my Moon Knight shirt on. Crazy for Moon Knight. Crazy for Moon Knight. My official Moon Knight inspired Nerdvengers merch, which is available on the Teespring store. If you're a member, make sure you use your 20% off coupon code for being a member. But yeah, I'm super excited for Moon Knight, so we'll be doing that tonight, 2:30 a.m. I think it's going to be a dark episode. I think it's going to deal with Mark's past, and I think it's going to be crazy, frankly, like all of them have been, like really, really wild. Yeah, so we'll be doing that tomorrow night. We'll do our Nerdvengers stream. If you are a member, make sure you come on by 7 p.m. We'll start that up. We're going to watch the Rogue cut of Days of Future Past, which I've actually never seen. I'm pretty excited to watch it with you guys. So we'll watch that together. And if you are one of the first people, or one of the first 50 people, which usually we only get about like 50 people anyway, like around, you can actually watch the version of the movie that I'm watching, and I'll broadcast it via Discord. So y'all can kind of watch it on Discord and literally watch the same one that I'm doing. I'll stream it via Discord. So that'll be exciting. And and then we'll sort of close the week off with whatever crazy nerdy things are going on. Obviously, there's a lot of hype out there for Multiverse of Madness. I'm pretty excited about it. There's a whole bunch of new shots, footage, teases. We'll talk about some of that stuff in the back end of today's stream. It's crazy. I can't believe the movie's next week. You know what I mean? Like it almost doesn't feel real. But nonetheless, I am here for it. I can't wait for that. And we have a ton of fun stuff that we're going to be doing giveaways for. So get your nerd coin up, baby, because next week we're doing giveaways. We've got these Eye of Agamottos. We've got Avengers vs. X-Men posters. We've got a What If Supreme Strange figure. So we'll be doing all those giveaways throughout the week next week as we get hyped up for that movie. Okay. Let's talk about Sony. Let's talk about Sony. Sony gonna Sony, as they say, yeah? Let's start with the good. Then we'll talk. Then we'll get into some of the mid, and then we'll talk about the bad. You know what I mean? I think the good news, like one of the best pieces of news to come out from last night's presentation, is that Sony considers Morbius a hit which is what they said at the beginning of the presentation. And yet it was not mentioned at all after that. You know, I know a lot of the people in the, is Streamlabs not working? The cloud bot? Let me see. Let me get it reset for y'all. So I know many of you guys will be disappointed here at Nerd Vengers Tower. A lot of the Nerd Vengers are, absolutely love the Morbius movie, and I know we were all expecting sequels 2 through 7 to be announced. Just it is the era of Morbius, the age of Morbius. Like, that's kind of like where we're at now. That's what we wanted. That's what we expected. Unfortunately, that did not happen. Okay. Now, they did say it was a hit at the beginning of the presentation. They were like, oh, yes, and our hit film Morbius. And then they were quickly like, let's not talk about that shit, But don't worry. Everybody. Don't worry. It seems like they definitely have a good plan moving forward. Okay, so let's talk about this. They showed the first 15 minutes of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. This is, of course, the sequel to Into the Spider-Verse. An incredible movie, incredible accomplishment. I love that film. Description of what was going on from this account here, and then I want to touch on just what Eric Davis was talking about, because there were plenty of people in the room last night sort of talking about what happened, right? So, opening 15 minutes of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse features Spider-Gwen, Miguel O'Hara, and Jessica Drew, pregnant, driving a motorcycle. Really interesting. And they're battling Vulture in the Guggenheim on Earth 65. And apparently it's mind-blowing. Now, down here in the comments of this, he says, or she, whoever, says, like nothing you have ever seen, animalistic, old, sinister, perfect, when asked what the Vulture looks like. So Vulture apparently going to look pretty freaking cool. It sounds like it's really, really fun. Sounds like that was some pretty cool footage. Now, Eric Davis says over here that Lord and Miller basically were on the stage talking about the sequels. And they said the sequel is way, way bigger than the last one. It's the largest crew of an animated movie ever. That's wild. That's some cool shit to throw around. Get people hyped up, you know what I mean? The film has 240 characters. The first film had 40. Takes place on 6 different universes. And oh man, hopefully one of them is the Morbius universe or something like that. You know what I mean? I'm really hoping for the Morbius sweep, the summer of Morbius, the decade of Morbius, the era of Morbius, whatever you want to call it. I'm really hoping that that's what happens. But that's sort of yet to be determined. What is crazy is 240 characters. I mean, I think that's more characters than you can use on Twitter, unless I'm mistaken, and unless Elon Musk changes that, right? So that's a lot, bro. Like, that's a lot. Did anybody else, and maybe it's just me, you know what I mean? Maybe it's just me that personally has just some recent skepticism. But did anybody hear this and not get so, like, overtaken by excitement, but instead kind of be like, that seems messy? Like, that seems like something that they might have trouble making sense of. Maybe if a lot of it is just like cameos and kind of fun stuff like that, and it's over the course of 2 movies, then maybe that could be. But yeah, I don't know. That's nonetheless, it's very ambitious, right? Nonetheless, it's quite ambitious. And when you hear about this this opening right here, I mean, it sounds really, really cool. And perhaps if those are like the main sort of staple characters, and they just meet all these different characters, including different versions of the villains, which I think is really fun, then yeah, you know what I mean? Like, maybe we're okay there. Maybe that's going to be fine. I don't know. Regardless, it seems pretty crazy, right? So then there was some footage of Kraven the Hunter. Yeah, that's the thing. And it's still happening. And so apparently it has, I think it's Aaron Taylor Johnson, right? That's the guy, hanging onto the car. I love that he says that car and then punching a windshield. This is because that footage leaked and everybody on Reddit sort of shared it around. Then Kraven running through snow. Very little. Title treatment 2 should be online soon. Yeah, so there's just like a little look at it, and perhaps they'll have it online soon. So, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, this seems like there's nothing of real harm or note here. It's not like I can sit there and be like, oh, dude, this is a big L, you know? But I will say, from what we've seen from the sort of behind-the-scenes videos that have leaked and the description of this, it really just seems like they're doing sort of the Morbius thing again, doing a movie all about Kraven and getting really into like him as a character and like sort of saying, here's the character, and doing that like 90s Hollywood movie adaptation version of that film. And again, we're not going to get into the leaks just yet. We'll talk about them in a little bit, but that pretty much seems like what they're going to do. No sign of Spider-Man anywhere, bro. Like, for real. Like, what? Like, no sign of Spider-Man at all. And just Kraven the Hunter. You know what I mean? So, if that wasn't enough, which, like, it probably is. You know, if that wasn't enough, they went on to, and I thought this shit was fake, bro. I thought this shit was fake, bro. They went on to release and tease out and preview the real future, the real juice of the future for Sony. And if this doesn't show you where their fucking head is at, I don't know what will. Do you know what I mean? Like, El Muerto. El Muerto. Bro, I thought this shit was a meme. I couldn't decide. Like, it literally, like, again, I was participating in Nerd Theory, and I saw some, like, you know, some tweets and some people, like, at me and stuff, and I was like, okay, what is this? And I literally look at, bro, I thought this shit was a meme. Okay, so, yeah, and this guy, Bad Bunny, super unfamiliar with Bad Bunny, but I want to know. I think the first question I would ask him if I were doing press, I'd be like, bro, did Sony, like, low-key tell you were going to be in a Marvel movie and not explain the, like, what was going on here? Like, did you think you were going to be fighting in the MCU and shit? Like, what happened? Like, what? How did you know? What are you? What? Like, what did they? How'd they get you, bro? You know? This seems wild to me. You know what I mean? This seems wild. El Muerto solo film. Bro. Okay, so here's the thing. And by the way, who is El Muerto? I'm so glad you asked. We're going to watch a little bit of Rob's video here. And he's going to break it down for us. Because, like, nobody knows who this dude is, right? And Rob says it best. He sort of explains, like, the history of the character, right? It's pretty interesting. But the thing that's really weird about this, the thing that bugs me is, like, this is a big sort of movie, you know, presentation. Like, you're sort of teasing out the future of, you know, what you look to accomplish as a studio. And they talk about a lot of different things, you know what I mean? There was Ghostbusters talk, a lot of different things, of course, right? But, like, it's like a who's gonna tell them situation. That's what it feels like. It feels like they literally have no concept of what the Marvel fan base or what, like, that large movie-going audience, like, is interested in, wants to watch. And I mean, like, they don't even have fucking Spider-Man in their stuff, bro. They don't even have Spider-Man in their stuff. And, you know, we just watched, like, Toby and Andrew come back, and we're all basically like, yo, what's up with Toby and Andrew? Like, what's going on with that? And they're like, yo, what about El Muerto though? Like, what? Okay, so let's watch a little bit of Rob's video here. I'm not gonna watch the whole thing, but we will watch the beginning here because he sort of explains the deal.
What's going on, guys? This is Rob, and Sony is apparently making a spin-off project about El Muerto from Spider-Man, and I don't know why, because this guy literally appeared in 2 comics. It's a 2-part series in Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man issues 6 and 7 from 2005 called Masks. And like, that's it. After that, he's never seen or heard from again. I think he's referenced in like the Civil War files as part of the 50-state initiative, but like he has no meaningful appearances. So I have no idea how in the world they're going to make a spin-off project about this guy. But for those of you guys who are familiar with this, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man was basically a spin-off Spider-Man title. Not really a spin-off, just kind of another Spider-Man title. That Spider-Man has always been so popular in Marvel Comics that for like decades, they've been able to get away with running like 2 or 3 different Spider-Man titles at the same time. And in fact, I think right now in Marvel Comics, they only have one. They've got like the Amazing...
Was Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man the run that the other arc happened in, where Peter died and like he was resurrected or whatever? I believe that was in the Friendly Neighborhood run, unless I'm mistaken. Somebody help me out in chat.
Like Spider-Man Miles Morales, but for a long time you had like Web of Spider-Man and Amazing Spider-Man and Spectacular Spider-Man. You had like all kinds of titles. So Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man was just the most recent iteration of that title, running up into really going into 2005. And so the idea behind this is really just kind of treating this like a regular story, because that's really all it is. Essentially it just kind of picks up with El Muerto basically fighting Peter Parker, wrestling Peter Parker. And we don't exactly know how we got to this point. All we really know is that we just have like J. Jonah Jameson cheering on Spider-Man basically.
Okay, so I'm going to sort of fast forward a little bit here and just kind of like surmise what Rob, because I watched this whole video earlier, kind of just surmise what Rob was talking about here. But basically like this dude has some kind of powers because of his luchador mask. Like he's basically a luchador and he has some of these powers. There's a weird backstory where he has to unmask another luchador to be like worthy or something. Like, yeah, it's weird. And so basically that's what he's doing, is he's trying to fight Spider-Man to unmask him. You get like all of this crazy like backstory like for the character. It seems weird and not that cool to me. You know, like his father got killed by these other people, and then there's this dude. I think, like, what's this guy's name? Oh, El Dorado. Yeah, is like this other dude that's involved in it all. Yeah, I don't know, man. It ends up just being that he wants to fight Peter to unmask him. This is when he has the Iron Spider suit. The Iron Spider suit like attacks him or whatever, and he basically teams up, I believe, with Spider-Man to fight this other dude. So, like, that's it, dude. That's the whole thing. Like, that's who he is. 2 issues in the comics, you know? So, again, like, I'm not even trying to, like, look, could you make an incredible El Muerto movie? Absolutely. But it feels a little bit to me like what Warner Brothers is currently doing, where, you know, you've got Superman, you've got Batman, and granted, they did just make a Batman movie, so credit where credit's due. But, like, in the DCEU, they're more interested in doing, like, a Batgirl movie, you know, Blue Beetle, Shazam, all these different things. That's fine. You can make that work. But I think at some level, you have to understand that there's a reason that the most popular comic book characters are the most popular comic book characters, and that you should probably make Spider-Man a part of your fucking universe to make, like, imagine this story that I just explained to you without Spider-Man in it. Then it basically just becomes like a luchador gangster kind of a film, which seems kind of fun. You know, it seems like it could be pretty sure. But it's not a Marvel movie that I want to take time out of my day, get hyped up about, speculate about, and go check out. It seems like super brain dead, bro. You know? And I guess, slight spoiler warning, because we're going to get into talking about the leaks, even though I don't even think these leaks are that real. But the other side of this is that you've got a Madam Web movie that, from what we hear, has nothing to do with Spider-Man either. And it just sets up the concept of Madam Web as like this mantle character that gets passed on throughout the multiverse. I mean, even at this point, Spider-Woman or something like that would make more sense. Like, I'm just trying to figure out the through line and try to understand, like, what the hell is going on. And look, man, basically, this is all fucking Morbius' fault. Like, you know, while Morbius was being delayed, and maybe this is just why it was being delayed, while Morbius was continuing to be delayed, I guess the myth and the possibility of them, like, actually figuring it out and making a cohesive universe and having it all work together, that myth stayed alive. You know, it stayed alive in my heart. And I thought about it, and I was, like, speculating about it. And then No Way Home presents this amazing opportunity, this crazy possibility of them making it all make sense, making it work together, having it be well thought out, having multiple Spider-Man, multiversal stuff. And instead, guys, they've chosen on a big stage, like literally a big fucking stage with a bunch of fucking people around, to unveil El Muerto. Like, what? I don't know. Am I crazy here? Like, am I crazy? Does this seem randomly freaking awesome to you guys, or what? And this is why all of you people that were like, oh, Sony over Marvel, like, where are y'all at with this? Where are y'all at with this? Huh? Seems kind of fucking quiet out there in Sony over Marvel land. What? El Muerto? El Stupido, eh? That's what it is. Literally, just name it El Stupido. Like, it's probably a little bit more on point. Unbelievable. Anyways, we can shift into looking at a bunch of the new super cool Doctor Strange stuff. Let's shift gears, huh? Let's shift gears. Wait, does this not? Hang on, pause that. Pause that. I need to check something here. Can I even hear this? Okay, yeah, let's talk about this. This shit is wild. Okay. So this is actually poor quality. We'll watch, there's like a social media spot that has some of this stuff in there as well. But it has dialogue from America Chavez, and it shows us living tribunals. Like, what the fuck? Bam. Boom. So this is where she punches star-like holes through the multiverse. Now, this is like bananas, dude. Like, what? This looks like heads of the Living Tribunal, and it also looks exactly like the heads of the Living Tribunal that we saw in Loki, in the Void, where, He Who Remained put ally auth or whatever, right? Crazy. Like, what do you guys think is going on here? And I also just kind of want to point out that this, to me, I think this is in that same area, and perhaps we'll get a better look. Yeah. So I think this is in the same area where the Book of Ashanti is, because I think you can see Strange on the right side of the screen up here, like up here, with the Book of Ashanti. Or no. Maybe those are just the glowing eyes of another one of those things. Like, we'll look at the high-res version in a little bit here. Yeah, it kind of looks like that. But there's definitely Doc Strange just doing something here. Regardless, I think this is in the realm that the Book of Ashanti is held. And what's interesting is, especially because you get a little bit better look at, like, what it actually looks like as they're going through the portals, like, so these star portals throughout the multiverse. The shot that we've seen for a long time now, where, like, it gets all cubic and then you see the animated place and all those different things. I think what's happening is, and again, there's other better shots of this. When you go through the portals, you can see that there's actually like multiple stars. And so I think that when you go through the multiverse, you actually slam through multiple universes like all at the same time via her power. And it's in the spaces in between that I think you could see many awesome and crazy things, like those living tribunal things, which, by the way, are not really in any of the leaks or any of the descriptions because it's so sort of backgroundy and just kind of there, but it's still awesome. So I'm wondering if some of the things we've heard about, like, there's a lot of debate about like Wolverine and all that shit. Like, what if it's just the animated version of Wolverine that happens in a part of the movie while they're, going through these different things? I don't know. But nonetheless, pretty crazy, right? Rule number 1. Yeah. So again, I think this is that same place where you see the living tribunals. And this is Defender Strange with America Chavez doing something there. This looks to be America Chavez punching another multiversal hole in Darkhold Castle. Yeah, that shot there. That's what I was talking about. Crazy, dude. Pretty crazy. And by the way, her eating the pizza like that has been in almost all of the really, really good leaks. It was done that was talked about a long time ago. Let's check this out. I wonder if this is the same spot or a different one.
Days. Nothing can prepare you for the truth. Everything you've ever known led you to this moment. Stephen Strange. The Illuminati will see you now.
The Illuminati? What? Bro, you don't say. The Illuma-freaking-Nati? Unbelievable. I can't believe they would do that. That's crazy. There's no way. Oh, Streamlabs is still down? Are you serious? Are you serious right now? Yo, bro, are you serious? All right, let me try to fix it again. Let's give it the old reset, huh? Mm-hmm. Oh my God, reset that shit, bro. Reset that shit, bro. Hey, bro, reset that shit, bro. El Muerto.
In 10 days, nothing can prepare you.
It's pretty crazy that Marvel would just put this on the thing. I guess they just really wanted us to know that it was the new MOM spot.
For the truth. Everything you've ever known led you to this moment. Stephen Strange. The Illuminati will see you now.
Damn, the Illuminati will see you now, crazy.
Marvel Studios, Doctor Strange, rated PG-13.
Seems crazy. Let's see. I think there's maybe a clearer shot of it, but let's just see here. Let's see here. Oh, no. Maybe it's on my tweeter? The new shot? Okay, yeah.
It's time. In 10 days, nothing can prepare you.
Oh, fuck yeah.
For the truth. Everything you've ever known led you to this moment. Stephen Strange. The Illuminati will see you now. Marvel Studios, Doctor Strange, rated PG-13.
My God, it's beautiful. Okay, let's talk about it.
Strange, it's time.
Okay, so this is kind of what I was talking about here, right? Where like something's happening where she's, oh, and you know what this could be even? This is, Oh man. Okay, so I guess I should say like slight spoiler warning here. Slight spoiler warning as we go through this. Because I'm just talking about what I think, and it is based on some of the leaks that are out there, right? So this could be that she's in that. Well, this looks like Carmitage, right? And so perhaps she's being controlled here, or her powers are being siphoned off by Wanda or something. Kind of reminds me of what Supreme Strange did in What If, right? But do you see what I'm saying here about the multiple stars? And I think that in the spaces in between there, you could see, oh shit, you could see different universes, right? Because this is probably all in that sequence that we've seen many times before. Steven is just grabbing her and taking her through, right? And this is kind of what I think we're looking at there. And
Nothing.
this is Wanda. I mean, what do you guys think? Is this Wanda being super chill right here? Or is this Wanda like about to mess some shit up, bro? Like this feels like this is in the Darkhold Castle or whatnot, right? All the imagery behind her is very much akin to what we saw at the Darkhold in WandaVision.
Can prepare you.
What's in the eyes? What's in the reflection? Looks like maybe some monsters. Some monsters. Yeah. And then this is particularly interesting, right? Supreme Strange and America Chavez in this realm with the Darkhold. Wanda's getting all mirrored dimension up there. I'll turn the volume down a little bit. Sorry about that.
Everything you've
So Supreme Strange is saying to, or rather Sinister Strange is saying to him, everything has brought you to here, basically, right?
truth. Everything you've ever known led you to this moment.
Yeah, led you to this moment. Okay, but what the heck is going on here? Because this appears to be within some kind of a sanctum, bunch of candles, obviously. This is a variant of Strange, we believe, because it is Strange with that weird shield logo on the back, okay? And Christine Palmer. Now, this Christine does look pretty similar to the Night Nurse one that we have seen in Illuminati headquarters, and it's possible that this is the Steven from that native universe. I'm not sure.
Everything you've ever known led you to this moment.
I mean, and dude, like, I really love everything we're seeing from these Ultron drones here. Just awesome, bro. Like, just they look awesome. It's sinister. I just really like it. I'm enjoying all the imagery here.
Stephen Strange, the Illuminati will see you now.
And they're just putting it right on Front Street, you know what I mean, at this point. And the marketing's obviously really ramping up, and they're really trying to get people to go check out the film. And yeah, they just name dropped it. They put the Illuminati right out there. And so, you know, it's pretty wild because it's going to be really interesting in this shot.
The Illuminati.
Where's it at? Yeah, it's going to be wild, dude. Like Bezos, Musk, Bill Gates, you know what I mean? Pretty wild, bold choices by Kevin Feige, but I'm pretty excited for it.
The Illuminati will see you now.
Now, that is pretty weird. What is this purple magic, you know? And I think one of the things that I'm interested in is if there will be sort of a denotation or a demarcation made for the different types of auras, and what do they mean? Where do they come from, right? Wanda's got that red chaos magic. Is the purple something akin to like dark magic via, you know, something like Agatha or something like that? Like, what's exactly going on here? I'm not sure.
Marvel Studios, Doctor Strange, rated PG-13.
Woo!
Premium large format in IMAX, May 6th.
Crazy. Regardless, I'm all about it, man. I'm all about it. Seems really freaking cool to me. Is there anything else going on in this nerdy world? Is there anything else going on, chat? Let me see. Let me check it out. Did something just happen on the tweeters? New poster. It's pretty sick. Pretty sick poster. Oh, nice. Okay. Somebody found that thing we were talking about last night. Let me check out the Reddit. See if there's anything going on in the crazy nerdy world. Some Kenobi concept art. Looks all right. Oh, you know, I guess this is of import to some folks. The Saudi Arabia thing, right? And the banning of MOM. Kind of interesting. because it would appear Disney has sort of altered their strategy, and they refused to cut a 12-second segment out of MOM where America Chavez talks about her two mothers. I find this to be pretty interesting because normally Disney would change the movie. Like, there was always a version for China, right? And I'm sure there were versions for different markets. And it seems that they've changed and sort of altered the deal on that, which I think is good. You know what I mean? Generally, I think that's a good thing. But that is indeed reported to be the reason why it is being banned. Yeah, no? Is there anything else going on here? Anything else, ladies and gentlemen? Anything else when it comes to the nerdy news? Let's see. I guess Warner Brothers is supposed to have a presentation at CinemaCon. I don't know. I mean, I wonder if Marvel Studios proper will have one as well, and if we'll get anything juicy towards the end of the week. That would be really, really cool, right? But, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think that might be it. Yeah, I think that might be it, everybody. I think that might be Yeah, I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. So we'll shift into Q&A. I definitely want to know what you guys think about all of this for sure. And yeah, so we'll go over some super chats, some member chats, and then we'll hang out in the chat as well. Because I don't think there's anything else going on. Let me check the chat. See if there's anything else y'all would be talking about. Is there anything else going on? Hang on, I need to pull up something here. New poster for MOM? Yeah. Final poster? Okay, y'all want to look at the poster, huh? Seems like a lot of folks want to look at this poster. Poster time. Where's it at? Like on the Multiverse of Madness one? Let's check it out. Boom. Looks pretty cool. Variants of Wanda. Interesting. Variants of Steven. Also really interesting. Variants of Wong. Variants of Mordo. Rintar. Looks like Wanda studying the Darkhold at the thing. I mean, this is cool. It's busy, but it's cool. This whole... So, I will say this. Circles. Okay? The circles. I have like a really big theory about how this all is going together. And I think I'll try to drop that by the end of the week. Do like a big theory video about it. But I continue to believe that the spell that we see Steven doing with all the little circles, and he's like holding like one of them, right? And then you sort of see that behind Wanda while she's astral projecting, studying the Darkhold. That is going to have to do with the multiverse and some multiversal rules, which I think will take us towards Secret Wars. And I'm super curious that you see these circles here, right on the edge of this thing, and there's a shot from the trailer where Wanda is there's a bunch of circles around her as well. I think that will all have to do with some kind of a principle or a knowledge that is going to take us towards Secret Wars. That's my theory. That's my theory on that. But no, that looks cool, man. I mean, I love pretty much all the posters this movie has done, and I think, frankly, like, this is maybe one of the best versions of like posters that they've done. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Right on. Okay. Roger that. Good on you. Okay, so I have to go into this other weird spot to get to some of the first super chats because I messed it up and I didn't pull up the thingy. But I will say, of course, obviously super chats help us out, support the channel. You get a little of that juicy nerd coin back, which I think you are going to want for next week when we do all of the giveaways for the frickin' Doctor Strange stuff. Okay, so first in today was Michael Phantom. Says, did you see the article about Andrew turning down being in the Venomverse? I believe it was from Forbes who did the article, but I may be wrong on that. No, I did not see that. Let me look that up real quick, because that is wild. Andrew Garfield Venom news. No, all I'm seeing is that yeah, all I'm really seeing is a lot of speculation articles about it, and then a lot of stuff about how Venom 3 is greenlit and confirmed, and that they talked about it last night. So that's all I'm really seeing on that. So sorry, Michael. It doesn't seem like anything credible on that. Mike Jokey Porter with a $2 holler says, does the MCU deal block Sony from using Spidey? No. No, that's the weirdest part, bro. Like, technically speaking, because if they wanted to, they could make those Spider-Man movies without Marvel. I don't know the details of the deal they have with Tom Holland, you know what I mean? But, bro, like, that's their license. They can do whatever they want. It makes zero sense that they don't have Spider-Man in this shit, bro. Because I think what it started out as, we're going to save all this and then bring Tom Holland over here and have him mess around and play around in here. And he doesn't seem too keen on that, right? And maybe they were waiting to see if they could get Andrew or Toby back to permanently or something. And that feels like that's a far way away. You know, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know what the logic is there. I don't understand it. I don't know what it is. Jackson Mays with a $3 holler says, please shout out my girlfriend Molly. She loves you. Hey, Molly. Thanks for the love. Appreciate you, Molly. And yeah, thank you. Jesse James with a $5 holler says, hey, Josh, just wondering, what do you think of Baron Mordo has been up to since the last time we saw him, and also what his role in MOM? Well, so there are multiple Mordos in this movie. I think Mordo has been up to exactly what we think. He's been out trying to hunt sorcerers and stop sorcerers. And I think, look, who knows for sure, right? They could have changed some stuff. Forbes is movie corporate. Yes. But wait, was it really in Forbes? Because I didn't see it, bro. I didn't see that shit. Yeah, is Molly in the Blinker crew? Yeah, let us know. So, yeah, I don't want to give full spoilers about what Mordo's doing, but there's multiple Mordos. I think the one from our universe is out there, like, trying to regulate, like, and we'll see how that goes. And then there's another Mordo that's like, Steven, the Illuminati is now a thing. And everybody's like, wah! So that's kind of where we're at. Mustafa says with a $2 holla, I miss you, Josh. Been a while since I've seen you live. Aw, man, I miss you too, bro. I saw you chiming in last night on Nerd Theory. It's always good to see you over there. So I appreciate it. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. I'm just going to shift this over here, guys. And just so everybody knows, I know we're all really concerned about it. I do have a hair appointment today. So we're going to do something about this curly Q. This crazy ass hair of mine. We're going to do something about it. Okay. Let's see here. Jensen Baker with a $5 holla says, apparently there are 200 characters in Across the Spider-Verse. Thinking it will be a lot of speed by glances. It could be that way in MOM. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely could be the case. And I think there's the opportunity to have a ton of fun over there. Starting to feel really a lot like Warner Brothers. I wonder if Warner Brothers and Sony, like do they have a lot of the same kind of people that they talk to leadership-wise and shit? Because, like, they're oh, God, why? Why Curly Q? Why you curl like that? Why you curl? Why you curl like that? Anyway, in the same way that Warner Brothers live action stuff feels like a fucking mess, but their animated stuff's pretty on point. That's kind of what I feel like we're getting with Sony. Like, it's weird, dude. Across the Spider-Verse seems like it's going to be amazing. And it just seems really weird that they would have a strategy in their animated that's not just one Spider-Man, but multiple, right? Where they're like, let's do all the Spider-Men. And the Spider-Women, and the Spider-Ladies, and the Spider-Things, and the Spider-People, and the Spider-Persons, and the Spider-Pigs. For God's sakes, they have a fucking Spider-Pig. And yet in their live action, they're like, what if we just made El Muerto. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just seems really weird, man. Okay, let's see here. MCU Drew says, Vengeance need to take a stand against Sony. Don't give them our dollars. Yeah, I'm kind of curious, right? What is the strat? Like, how do we make this better? Like, do we all just not go see Kraven and shit? Like, how do we change this around? Like, how do we fix this? You know? Like, what's it going to take for them to realize, like, this is stupid? Because it's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Mustafa says, my buddy says since Vader has less flesh, his midichlorian is more concentrated, making him stronger in the Force. He says that's why Vader would beat Annie. Well, you tell him that's an interesting theory, and it's not supported by any science I know. And also tell him somehow Palpatine returned. Dag says, with a $50 million donation, says, is there any realistic chance we will get Kang or Gore in Moon Knight? Any chance? Yes. High probability? No. Low probability. Low probability. A Kang tie-in would be sweet. I would love it. I feel like it's pretty far away from where the plot is currently going. It all hinges on episode 6. I don't know what's going to happen in episode 6. I generally speaking know what's going to happen in episode 5. But there'll be some surprises and stuff, and who knows? Like, I'm just... Where do we go from here? I don't know. Jansen Baker says, just looked deeper, and Across the Spider-Verse has 240 characters, is in 6 universe, and has 100 people working on it. Pretty cool. Yes. So we talked about that earlier in the stream, but yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Like, that's a lot of characters. That's a lot of actors. A lot of people getting a lot of work from that, but that's cool. Dag follows up and says, could that purple magic be Kang? Kinda. Looks the same color as Goliath in Loki. Kang said he harnessed Goliath's powers and weaponized it. That's true. That is true, Dag. Could be the case. I also kind of think that magic is technology. Maybe not to everybody, but I think to, like, the Beyonders and to some super powerful people in the MCU, yes, I do think that magic is technically speaking science, right? And remember what the Ancient One says, where she's like, we harness the power from other dimensions. That's really important. There seems to be some kind of like equivocal exchange going on there. You know, just grabbing up magic or a power from another dimension. Interesting stuff, right? Owen says, thanks for all the great work you do keeping us informed on the nerdy news. Also, thanks for being my first and only follower on Twitter. Oh, thanks, Owen. That's funny, bro. I don't know why I followed you. Maybe you did something awesome. Or maybe I messed up and I'm taking that follow back. Sorry, Owen. Yeah. Ally off. Yeah. So what else is going on, man? What else is up, chat? Probably chill for like 10, 15 more minutes just to see what's up. Is Streamlabs off? It appears to be pretty screwed up today, huh? Here, I'll try something here. See if it works. Just tried to set it again. 34 Virgo says, so Bruce Banner credit scene episode or nothing? I'm not sure. Where's my follow? Josh says dirty. Yeah, my bad, bro. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if that's like substantiated, right? Like, it was a pretty good person that said, I think it was, man, it might have been Skylar Schuler. It might have been Casey Walsh. I don't remember. One of the good scoopers out there said that it was possible Bruce Banner would be in Moon Knight. I don't know. Show us your butt, says Game Over Jesse. Man, I'm just way too lazy. Like, I would totally do it, but I'm just way too lazy to do it. It's so crazy that people want Chris Pratt to be recast. Yes, it is crazy, but is it really all that much more crazy than many other things that are going on in the world right now? You know? Matthew, $10 holla. Thanks, brother. Very generous. Says, I want to get into video editing. Do you have any advice which course to take or editors to follow? So I have personally been doing a lot of research myself on editing. strategies, concepts, and things like that. So, man, like, I guess my advice is really like, seek and ye shall find, man. Like, there's so many good YouTube tutorials, channels, people that talk about editing. I would say also, like, watch the videos you love, watch them for pleasure, and then maybe watch them again as a student, you know, just looking at different things. And then, shameless plug, if you become a Prime member, which is like there's a $5 a month and a $10 a month tier to being a Nerdvenger. If you become a Prime member, not only do we have a stream every Friday where we talk about, you know, things like that, like YouTube stuff, business stuff, ideas like that, but I also have been dropping a lot of like videos and my thoughts in the Discord section, which you also gain access to if you are a Prime member. So we have a community that works on a lot of that stuff. A lot of people that have channels are in that tier and get good value out of it. So that's my advice. Hey, Fernie says, as a Latino, I've been wanting a dope character based in Mexico, but casting Bad Bunny makes this a joke. He sucks at acting. He was so awful on SNL. I know very little about him, but I'll take your word for it, Fernie. Bro, like, how? This is what I don't understand, too. They literally have Miguel O'Hara. They're making him the star of Across the Spider-Verse. Awesome, right? Love that character. And he's Hispanic, right? How do you not just do that in live action? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how do you just not do that? I don't know. Seems pretty fun. Or dumb. Yeah. Yeah, and they also, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, like, is Bad Bunny Mexican? Like, is he Mexican at all? Like, at all? Or not? Oh, he's Puerto Rican? He's Puerto Rican. Okay. So they want to cast an actual Puerto Rican guy for the Mexican character, and they want to cast Jaden Smith as the Puerto Rican Spider-Man. Like, what is they doing over there, bro? Like, this feels like that meme with the cat looking over the snowdrift. Like, what is they doing over there? Like, for real, Sony, what are you doing, bro? Miles Morales is Puerto Rican. That's what I mean. Yeah. Isn't Wanda a Nexus being? Meaning there are only one of her, no variants? No, I mean, that's obviously not the case. And also, I don't know that it was ever confirmed that she was a Nexus being. This was something that was teased throughout WandaVision, and there's the Nexus, like, medicine or whatever, and there's a lot of hints to it, but I don't think it's ever explicitly said that she was a Nexus being. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Was that ever explicitly put out there? If M'Baku is going to take Black Panther mantle, but worships Hunaman, not Bast, does that make him Black Monkey? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they'll do that. I think you would probably have to, like, accept Bast in some way, shape, or form. And so, like, what I think might actually happen, and I don't know for sure, but I think that Bast may well judge Shuri sort of unworthy to rule. And then M'Baku stands before Bast and is judged worthy to receive the powers and to hold the mantle for some time. That's what I think is going to happen, but I'm not sure. I think it said the Scarlet Witch was a Nexus being. Agatha said she was a Nexus being. Oh, okay. Interesting. I don't remember that at all. Dang. That's crazy. Maybe that indicates, I mean, it obviously doesn't indicate that there are no variants, because there's variants of her in the movie, like at least one. Maybe that's indicating something about her ability to project across the multiverse, because from what we understand, Wanda can't physically enter another universe, but she can sort of like magically enter, or like through projection, like either astral form or whatever. She could get in there like that, yeah. A Nexus boner, says Victor. Yeah, totally. You and your commander deck against Saig the River Guide and mine. Oh, yeah. That is it Sig the River Guide? That deck I've heard is crazy. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody play it, but yeah, I've heard that deck is crazy. I want to try to slip away today and build another commander deck before tonight, but I don't know that would be possible. I got to do a Star Wars video. There's some new like sort of Kenobi leaks that I want to touch on and go over. Yeah. Josh, did I get my Multiverse of Madness tickets? I sure did. Thursday. Andor really 3 seasons? Yeah, Mike. That's the word. That's the word. I mean, who knows for sure, right? Chris Estrada says Bad Bunny being cast was just a huge money grab. Sony knows that his fans will literally support anything he does, even if it's trash, i.e. Narcos. Well, that's interesting, right? Because doesn't Leto literally have a cult? I wonder if that's the strat from Sony, right? They're like, well, maybe we should get people that have cult followings, and in Leto's case, an actual cult, and we can make the movie super cheap and get at least some money back, you know? Mex's bean does not mean no variance. Oh, okay. Fluffy the Bad Bunny for Winter Soldier? Oh, of course, yeah. Okay. Cult of bad movies. Amen. Rewatching WandaVision right now before you see MOM, and it's totally different when you know what's going on. Watching Doctor Strange next. Yeah, I agree. I revisited WandaVision, like, I think it was like last year after we heard a lot about MOM. And, bro, it hits totally different. 100%. Much love, Josh. I saw Nerd Theory last night. It seemed like you guys were you're a very spiritual / grounded guy. Wondering if you ever talk about your experiments with psychs. I don't really talk about it, like, I don't know. I don't really talk about it much, but yeah, like, I've definitely dabbled for sure, man. I mean, I like Terrence McKenna. Man, there's a couple other people that are, you know, in that scene or whatever. A lot of those people were certainly interesting to study, and yeah, I've dabbled a bit myself. You know what I'm saying? Mike Haas says Nexus figure are not unique to one universe; they are represented in every universe. Oh, is that what it is? That's kind of interesting. So, meaning that she's sort of a staple of each universe. Well, that would be cool, because what that kind of ties into the theory that we have had about her maybe replacing Molecule Man from the lead up to Secret Wars. Like, if there's really a Wanda in every single universe, then and she's like, that's what it is, then it's possible that she's some kind of a plant or a device, you know, by the Beyonders or something like that, you know? That'd be crazy. He's in the Train movie with Brad Pitt. Yeah, I heard about that. Apparently that movie's going to be dope. Hey, I haven't really rewatched any Marvel shows besides Netflix Daredevil. Old Netflix Daredevil is a good one. That's true. Hope Multiverse of Madness ties to Kang and the TVA. I don't know that it will in the movie, but perhaps in the post-credit scenes. Or perhaps there's some mention of them. I mean, especially now with them, like, straight up being like, yeah, no, it's the Illuminati. Like, I think we'll get some explanation, hopefully possibilities of what exactly is going on in the multiverse currently. Yeah. Thoughts on Wakandan showing up in Moon Knight? It's possible. Certainly possible. How many gods do we meet tonight? I'm not sure, man. I'm really not sure. I think it's possible we see Amet. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? Does a Nexus person / event actually mean that? Does it also mean Christine Palmer should die in our universe? I don't know that that's what it means, bruh. 10 p.m. Thursday night, IMAX, Jedi Mike. My man. John Cross with a $5 holla says, are those variants under Chavez in the poster, or the timekeepers? Need to zoom in to see them. Let me see. What? What you mean, bruh? Underneath Chavez. Oh yeah, those are variants of Strange. I think, for show. Faux show. There is a picture that kind of looks like the Watcher, though, behind her, huh? Interesting. Oh my god, guys. Yo, this is actually hilarious. This is actually hilarious that Marvel did this. Bro, he's literally doing the... He's doing the thing. I guess it's a little bit different, but like still. That's the real Easter egg, guys. You know what I mean? Don't listen to what the others say. That's the one. That's the one we care about. Do you think Wolverine will ever come into the MCU? Absolutely, bro. 100%. Are you kidding me? Living Tribunal confirmed for Doctor Strange. Yeah, it's weird, right? Josh, read me. Agatha said Wanda was destined to destroy the universe like Malcolm and it did in Secret Wars. Yes, Matthew. That's a long-standing rumor that we also think could happen. And if you think it's been fun leading up to Multiverse Madness, which I think it has been, just wait till after Multiverse Madness. Bro, that's when I want to start. After Multiverse Madness, I'm going to start doing my sort of like evergreen, more theory-based content. I'm going to go deep on what it all means. And I've been thinking about a series, too, that's, I want to call it like maybe like comics to movies or like comics to MCU, where like I go over like comic book history of characters, go over what they are in the MCU and like kind of what I hope for them in the future, right? So there's some stuff like that I want to do as well. Do you catch the AM frequencies with that antenna, Papa? Yeah, I do actually. That's how I get. I actually got ESPN right now, coming in on a good. Gaethje or Oliveira? I'm going with Oliveira, baby. What's the line on that, by the way? Sounds like a great love to watch. Yes. Yes. The Scarlet Witch is destined to destroy the multiverse, or the universe. Yes. The world, I think is what she says. Nightwing, he was shown in leaked art that seemed to be in the trailer. I'm pretty sure he's in MOM. Nightwing? Nightwing? I don't think so. The Marvel Fandom Wiki says a Nexus being is someone that is the anchor of their universe. There's only one per universe, so the source of the world's mystic energy. And they can't meet physically. Oh, that's interesting. That's pretty interesting. Doom plays a huge role in Black Panther comics. Yes, he does. Yeah. I think he's hinted at in Multiverse of Madness, 100%. 10 days, Multiverse of Madness is almost here. I know, right? It's wild. It's wild. Cowboys' retirement fight is that night against Joe Luez and Thug Rose. Oh, nice. That'll be a good fight then. Is that also going to be when Chandler fights... what's his name? Why can't I think of his name? Is that when Chandler fights the homie? Or is that a different one? Was talking to Nightwing, Josh. He was asking if name... Oh, okay, right on. Gotcha. Okay, right on. Tony Ferguson, yes. Tiny Ferguson? You better watch your mouth. You better watch your mouth. So what's going down in Moon Knight tonight? I think we're going to get some backstory on Mark and his DID. I think we're going to get Mark's father, Mark's mother, and I think that their hearts will be judged. I think the homies' hearts will be judged. Dude, I will say this. I just feel like there's no way that Tony's going to be able to beat Chandler. And I love Tony Ferguson, but they basically gave him the kind of fight that's like, if you win this fight, then you are back on track and it will erase a lot of your losses and the vibe and the hype will be back. If not, you're probably done. Like, that's what correct. That's what I feel like is going on. Tony cuts up Chandler. I mean, maybe. Chandler is an absolute animal, though, dude. He went to war with Justin Gaethje, bro. And I'm telling you, Tony is not going to be able to take the damage that Justin Gaethje was able to take. Nope. You think that MOM is going to make more bucks than No Way Home? I'm actually not sure about that, Andre. I really don't know. I don't think it's even tracking as high. And, like, look, Multiverse of Madness is crazy, but they've sort of... I mean, it's interesting, right? Like, they're name-dropping Illuminati in the marketing material a week out. You know, that kind of... I'm not saying that's desperation. It's definitely not desperation. Like, this movie's going to crush. But it kind of seems like they're looking at the numbers and they're like, man, maybe we took this secrecy thing too far because people don't even fucking realize how crazy this movie's going to be, right? So, I don't know. Oh, dude, it's Thug Rose all day. It's Thug Rose all day. And we just saw The Living Tribunal as well. Yeah, it seems like they're kind of teasing it out, man. They're kind of creating a bunch of thirst traps, like nerdy thirst traps. You know what I mean? Also, the wiki lists Nexus beings in the comics, including Kang. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Are the cameos being dropped in MOM? It seems like a lot of the more extravagant cameos are not in the movie, but I'm still not sure. You know? Hey, Josh. I did not believe you with all the down/trashing of Morbius, but man, you was right. I saw it, and man, it was bad. Cry was so hyped for the trailer, and the movie legit bombed. It bombed hard. I still haven't even seen it, by the way. Now, I know for a fact I can trust what you say. Oh, well, thanks. I mean, look, all I said about that movie was that it's going to piss a lot of Marvel fans off, and that it seems like, from the perspective of being a big Marvel fan, that shit's trash. It doesn't make any fucking sense. I haven't seen the movie, so I can't speak on its quality as a film, but I can still get up here and be like... about it, you know what I mean? Yeah. I think word of mouth and social media will carry MOM. I think you're probably right. What if Nightmare ends up being the villain of the whole time of MOM and you lose the bet? Then I will shave my head live. Friday. By the way, I'm gonna buzz cut it. I'm not going clean razor on it. Well, buzz cut it. Do a crew cut. You know. You don't need to see the movie, man. I was so upset after watching it. Yeah. Adam says, I'm glad everyone is weighing in on the confusion I'm having about Nexus Wanda. How does she see a variant of herself as a Nexus being? Maybe time travel? That's possible. Daddy Josh, please, for the love of God, don't shave your head. I know. Elisa feels the same way, bro. Backtracking? No, you don't say that, Carl. You don't say that. Unfortunately, Iron Man Cruise may not be in this movie. Heard conflicting reports. I have as well. We talked about it yesterday. Actually, I thought the stream yesterday was pretty fun. And I made a $500 bet with a scooper out there because I feel like Iron Man Tom Cruise is in the movie. And so we made a big bet. $500. Big bet. That's a big bet, man. You know? So we'll see. We'll see what happens next week. Bro, you need to lather up the shaving cream and straight razor that dome. You seem way too excited about that. No, I'm just kidding. Huh? Jared says, yo, Josh, if you could get me in touch with Haley Seinfeld. Yeah, bro, what are you talking about? If you shave your head, I'm going to murder a unicorn. Oh, shit! Like in Skyrim or something? Like, what are you talking about? That's a big money bet. Yes, it is. Predictions/theories on how Moon Knight will be involved in the MCU after the series is over. I mean, here's the hope that it is at all. Oh, yeah, I bet it's pretty cool. I bet that deck's cool. I don't know. Like, I kind of feel like the whole show's been fake. Or what am I trying to say? I think it's like a vision or something. Like the whole show. You know, and we'll see. And what does that mean for Moon Knight then? I don't know. Who wins, Usman or GSP? I'd probably say Usman, to be honest. If they both fought in their prime, it would be a little more competitive. But, I mean, GSP is an older man. Although, to be fair, Usman has no knees. Like, he basically has no knees. It better be no fake fuck. Wait, what? What you talking about? Oh, jeez. Rick. Oh, yeah. You're talking about Moon Knight. Okay, right on. Make poll, please. Do you think Moon Knight is good or bad or average? Would love to see what everybody thinks. I mean, I'll do that. I don't necessarily want to do it right now, but especially when the whole show is over, we'll talk a lot about it, man. That's what we do here. You know, that's what we do. Chick-fil-A or McDonald's? I mean, it's Chick-fil-A, but McDonald's has some good shit, too. I got all worked up. Sorry. Oh, no, it's all good. Okay. I'm going to get out of here. I do think you could see Bushman. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get out of here. Much love to you all. Thanks for chilling. Thanks for streaming. Thanks for the commitments, the recommitments. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for the love. Appreciate you. If not Superior Iron Man Ultron bots, whose are they? It's a good question, bro. John Cross, it's a good question, bro. It's a good question, bro. I don't know, bro. It's a good question, bro. That's what I say to that. All right, everybody. Much love to you all. I appreciate you. I hope you guys have a good day. I will have a Star Wars video out later on the regular Den of Nerds channel. And yeah, come on by the Moon Knight watch party late tonight. It's going to be a good time. It's always a good time. And as I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day. And I'll see you in the next video. Is everybody gone? Did everybody leave? Anybody else still not even sure that the El Muerto thing is real? Like I still kind of low key think yeah, I kind of low key think it's all a big trick. Is it a big trick? It can't really be real, can it? Anyway, much love to you guys, and I don't really got much to say. Just hope y'all have a chill-ass day. Put your blinkers to the sky. Open up your third eye. And watch out for that brown eye. And I'll see you in the next one.